today. We talking about what? Here's what you do, darlings. You have, I'm getting emotional because I've been there. I've been there and it's difficult. Hi, somebody. Welcome to RebelForASpell, where it's all about you and me and our search for clarity, darlings. The Sabi has made another request. Thank you, Tanika. Appreciate it, darlings. Thank you to everyone who's been visiting the channel, popping by, leaving comments, following us on Instagram, following us in Pinterest, reading the blog, RebelForASpell.com. We thank you. Sincerely, we do. It's why we opened the channel, right? To share, to learn, and to grow together. Let's get into this video, honey. Tanika wants us to talk about it. Toxic people. So toxic people could be friends, family members, co-workers, toxic boss. We talked about it, toxic boss. In that video, I'll leave it in the cards for you to go check it out, darlings. But today, we talking about what? Toxic people. What is that? Toxic people. Let's talk about it. Let's set the ground rule. We have to be careful. We have to be careful who we let into our lives, our inner circle, into our spirit, into our world. Toxic people could be, usually they're people who are dissatisfied with their lives for some reason, and they're unhappy, could be, and they also definitely do not want to do the internal work that is necessary for them to improve their lives and to improve their well-being and to improve their situation. And they look out for themselves, not you. They give very little and take a lot. Always me. They take a lot. They try to guilt trip you, make you feel guilty if you're unable to assist them in whatever way they're seeking. And they're always calculating what they can and shouldn't give you. It's always they're measuring. I do this for her, she does this for me. I don't do this for her because she didn't do that for me. They always calculate. They won't be empathetic and understanding. It's all about their ego, their insecurity, and their need. Nothing about you. You're secondary. You are a means to an end. I'm going to put it on the table. Your mental health is equally as important as your physical health. Just like you take a sick day to go fix your foot, your gum, your teeth, same thing we should all do for our mental health day. You cannot change. You cannot change and you cannot fix anybody. You do not have that power. You cannot change and you cannot fix anybody. You do not owe, second thing, anybody anything. That's the second point of clarity. You do not owe anybody anything, okay? Third clarity point, you do not have to prove yourself to anybody. No, you don't. They will try to guilt trip you, but you don't have to prove anything to anybody in this life. You don't have to bend over, people please, and seek approval. You don't have to do any of that. You know what you have to do? I learned this the hard way. Years and years and years. It took me years to get this. You, my loves, are the guardian of your soul, your energy. And the moment you feel that toxicity growing like a cancer and sucking all the energy and all the life that your forefathers enabled you to have to this day, you are the guardian of your soul. So tell yourself the truth. Yes. Well, how do you feel when you're around this person? Do you feel like you can be yourself? Do you feel inferior to that person? Does that person put you down? Is that person abusive to you in some way? Physically, verbally, sexually, mentally, emotionally? Think about it. Do you feel that way? Do they use silence? Do they give you the cold shoulder and the silent treatment when they can't get what they want? They go silent for a couple of days to teach you a lesson. That's immaturity and that's not communication. How does that affect you? Do they leave you, make you feel like you're completely in the dark about decisions that are being made that affect both of you? That's another sign that relationship is unhealthy. And struggling with, plus we got quarantine, the Rona on top of that. Something to think about. Here's what you do, darlings. I'm getting emotional because I've been there. I've been there and it's difficult. You have to save. You have to rescue. You have to save yourself. You have to rescue yourself. You have to get out and away from that environment. Get out and away from that person, that thing, that situation that is rotting your spirit. Because what did we say earlier? You have one life. One life. You got one life. Are you worthy? Are you worthy of being saved by you? I think. Set your boundaries. First thing, set your boundaries. Call a spade a spade. Whether you pick up the phone and you express yourself or you write a letter, which I have done. If the person is not immediately close to you or telephone line, something is not working out there, you write a letter, you call the person and say, this is it. From now on, this is what I need. I need this for me. You may or may not connect again, but you speak that truth. You know why? Otherwise, that person believes they have access to you whenever they feel like, whenever they need, like they can pop by your house, borrow your car, do this, do that, and keep that parasitic relationship going, where they're just sucking you and sucking you. You set your boundaries. First thing you do, you let them know, this right here is the line of demarcation. You can't cross it. That's what you say. Sit with yourself for a while, guys. You have to sit with yourself and really maybe even grieve that disconnection. I mean, that person may have been in your life for a long time, right? And all of a sudden they're not there. You may miss the person. You may long to see that person. And you may be confused. You give yourself space. Space to figure out who you are and what you need. And sometimes that takes weeks, months, maybe years, depending on the level of damage or level of length of the relationship or the intensity of the scars that you may have had from that past toxic relationship that you've had. Give yourself the space to just breathe, to think, to meditate. If you meditate, some people go back to the church if they're religious, they do that as well. Just give yourself space to be still, to figure out yourself, to build a healthy relationship with yourself, and learn the new you without that person. It takes time. And give yourself space to create new connections and new relationships when you are ready. Again, it could be friendship, platonic, or otherwise. I think it's important to remember this, guys. Our time here in this earth, in this body, in this space is what? Limited. So when you clear out that toxic person, allow the fresh air, the fresh sweet taste of life settle in. You've cleansed your spirit. You've cleansed and baptized in the name of truth and honored yourself by saying, this is who I am. We talked about it in Discovering Your Voice. This is who I am. I put it in the cards above. This is what I need for me. You know, we're born into this world. 18, we're adults. We're supposed to take care of ourselves. Nobody can tell us how. Nobody can tell us how because we don't even know ourselves. So it takes time. Don't beat up yourself if you have succumbed to the whims and the charm of a toxic person. We're human. Don't beat yourself up. We're all human. That's how it is. We are vulnerable. We open up to certain people. We've known them all our life. We trust them all our life. And here's what I say. To every toxic relationship or person, family member that I've disengaged with, you know what I say? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You have taught me so much. And through that experience with you, I have grown and I have bloomed. We said it in Discovering Your Voice. Let the teachers teach. Let the teachers teach. Because that's what that person, a situation, family member, otherwise was to you. A teacher. And somewhere the higher purpose said, bam, Tanika, bam. Somewhere the universe said, this toxic person, I'm going to drop them in your life. Because there's a lesson for us to learn. As hard as the lesson is going to be, I'm going to drop them in your life. I'm going to put them right here at your 5-year-old self. Drop them in your life. There's a lesson, they serve a purpose. So that's why I say, maybe I don't say to their face if we're not connected anymore, but I do admit and honor that. You're responsible for the relationship that you were in with that toxic person. Yeah, if you were an adult when that experience happened, choice you made, and that's okay. It's about being human. You are loved. I love you, and I'm happy you're here at RebelForASpell, where we continue our search for clarity. Comment down below. Tell us down below. Tell us down below. Tell. Do you have toxic people in your life? Are you still working through that? How are you coping? How are you managing? Please, let's have a dialogue below. You know, we talk to each other. You talk to me, I talk to you. You talk to me, I talk to you. Toxic people, let me tell you. Bye-bye. We ain't got no time for you, sugar.
Another video is waiting for you.